Alright, figure I'd make a kind of an emergency video. Um, a guy named Guy, that's all I knew him as, has done something really stupid and pointless and even show-offy or something, and in a sense, you know, put the entire subject in jeopardy in some way by associating it with some dumbass act of violence. And again, I have argued against that always in every conversation in personally with people and in every video I have ever made. I have never advocated any kind of show off. I'm opposed. I sit there and make arguments. I'm against protesters. So obviously I'm against terrorists. And it's just a perversion of the philosophy in a lot of respects. I mean, obviously he's targeting an institution. He didn't target people, but it doesn't matter. It's cheating, and a lot of there's so many little ways to say this is not ethical or decent or respectable behavior. Like I said, the fact that he didn't go out and deliberately harm people, okay, that's only whatever. It's not even a saving grace. But look, this is going to happen. The irony of the story is the movie I was talking about in the most recent video is sort of a parallel to a circumstance he was involved in, and it's a 60, 70-year-old movie now, whatever it is. It's just the fact is that there's people in the world who are lonely, and there's some that are crazy, and this, that, the other thing. They have some reason to be despondent and to have little investment in their existence, and those are dangerous people. Just as a fact, people with nothing to lose are dangerous, and unfortunately, a higher percentage of them are going to show up here than at a Trump rally. Just a fact. But I'm just pointing out to make it clear. I had nothing to do, no knowledge, no anything about any of this stupidity. It's certainly not my fault that he has in some way bent a commentary on the negative reality of reality into an excuse to put his name on one of these silly stupid human tricks. Yeah, it's a stupid human trick. Anyway, so I just disassociate all whatever. I'm saying clearly not my fault. I haven't done anything wrong, okay, by having a philosophy that says life is poopy. It doesn't mean you go out and try to assassinate whatever, the breeding machine or the clinic or the this or the that. Just as vegans might talk about animal farming as being as bad as the Holocaust and concentration camps, it doesn't mean they're advocating that people go out on rescue missions and kill the Nazis, so to speak. So anyone who does act up, it's on them. It's not on the fact that they have an underlying philosophy that says blue is a terrible color and I'm going to go get it. It's just not how it. You can't, you can't blame the philosophy for what people do with it, or to it. And, so I just make it clear to anybody who thinks there was anything other than, these videos over these years, just talking about my personal perspective, and it has absolutely nothing to do with any kind of weaponizing or strategy to do anything but have a philosophical conversation about reality. There's absolutely nothing okay? Other than what you see is what you get. My personal conversations are no different than this conversation, and I have never advocated anything. Why would I advocate something stupid? Something so stupid, just completely, in a sense, destructive. Yeah, okay, it's in the papers for a couple of days, and in a totally negative context, and it gets a little bit more visibility. But this is stupid. Like, it's not as dumb as a school shooter, but it's dumb. And I didn't have anything to do with it. I don't advocate anything. I don't suggest anything. I don't endorse anything ever that involves anything act up-ish in any way. I am a civilizationalist. I believe in law and order and all of that crap, and no one's ever going to prove otherwise. I've never suggested anything otherwise. So, just unfortunate. Then, I'm stuck with the fact that he did mention inmendham, and I can't make him unmention it. So he obviously wasn't somebody had much respect for me since he did that. In the sense that how does anybody associated with him? How does he think anybody he's forced an association to is going to feel about being mentioned, as some sort of comrade? He wasn't my fucking comrade. Yeah, we weren't fellow travelers, obviously, in my opinion, any meaningful way, because at minimum it was really stupid. Now, obviously, people are crazy, and you can't, it's hard to do anything about fucking crazy. You can't, damn. It's just really unfortunate that this is just going to create a bunch of negative bullshit that's going to be based on a bunch of more fake news and lies and bullshit. And, it's such a pointless and irritating distraction. So, shit. All right. There, that's my statement. Sorry. Condolences to anybody's life who was fucked up by this idiot. And condolences to civilization for having to clean it up and do all this bullshit afterwards. Sorry. Not my fault, but I'm sorry that this is what. I'm sorry there's crazy people on Earth. Well, it's not my fault. Anyway, so till the next time and such and so forth and whatnot. Yuck. Shit.